15, 2018. Couple of housekeeping things if you've not been with us before. First of all, we ask that you turn off your phones if you could. We'd really appreciate that, or at least turn them on silent. Second of all, the way things work in the meetings is after we call the roll and approve the minutes, the city staff goes over an agenda item, and then first it's open up just to the commission for technical questions. Once technical questions are through, we open it up to the public for comment and questions. If you have any, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address, please. And then once public commentary is done, we go back to the commission for discussion and usually a vote of some kind. With that, let us call the roll.
Kathleen Propp,
Here.
David Borsick,
Present.
Ed Bowen, Steve Cummings, Michael Ford,
Here.
Sean Hintz,
Here.
John Kiefer, Robert Weigart,
Here.
Thomas Perry,
Here.
Andrew Mott,
Here.
Tom Foytek.
Here. Moving on to approval of the minutes from the May 1st meeting. Do we have any corrections, et cetera, for those minutes?
Motion approved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, motion clearly passes. Let's move on to item number 1, conditional use permit request for an indoor food production facility located at 610 Leeward Court.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Welcome, sir.
Awesome.
The applicant is requesting a conditional use
Haven't gotten
permit to
that far
establish an indoor food production facility for a coffee roasting business. The site is located at the northeast end of Leeward Court, west of Bowen Street. The property was recently redeveloped and includes 5 storage and industrial buildings. It is zoned urban industrial. The surrounding area is a mix of industrial, commercial, and
Nice
residential
smell.
land uses.
Exactly.
So
I should
the
look in the morning.
applicant, here's the subject site. The applicant is proposing to use one of the newly constructed industrial buildings. They'd be in this space right here for a coffee roasting business. According to the applicant, the roasted coffee beans will be sold wholesale to cafes and bars in the region, as well as retail through their website. They state that their roaster will be operated mostly in the afternoon and early evening hours as sales demand warrants, and potentially on weekend days as well, as necessary. The business will have 2 to 3 employees, and product orders will be filled through local delivery or shipping via delivery to UPS or USPS. There are no exterior modifications for the site. The recently developed site has 3 accesses off of Leeward Court, either here and here, and there are 5 parking spots in front of the subject building. According to the applicant, there will be virtually no traffic to the site other than the couple of employees and occasional deliveries of raw materials from UPS or USPS. There will be no signage on the site other than a decal or magnet on the entry doors to the space. Lighting plans and stormwater landscaping plans are not required as there are no exterior changes to the site. And with that, staff recommends approval of the proposed conditional use permit for an indoor food production facility as proposed.
All right, technical questions from the commission. David?
Is there any indication of what venting is going to be from the manufacturing process? Okay, I'll hold that then.
Any other technical questions? Okay, seeing none, anyone here from the public to speak to this item today? The applicant here? You want to step up to the mic so we can ask you a couple of questions, sirs? Name and address so we have it for the minutes.
I'm Dave Phillips, 1340 Ontario Street in Oshkosh.
And I'm Brad Phillips, same address, 1340 Ontario.
All right, question from
I
David.
have a couple questions, and they're somewhat related. What provisions do you have for venting from your roasting operation?
The roaster vents directly up through the roof of the facility. It's a 4-inch or 6-inch?
About 6-inch.
6-inch vent. So it will be approximately, I think Russ told us it's a 20-foot high ceiling. So it'll be up beyond that, the pipe.
Last couple of years.
And the one follow-up question is are there any odor issues that are emitted from the facility?
The only potential odor is the scent of roasted coffee.
Yeah, it's a relatively mild scent. I mean, it would be, if anything, the roasting is very similar to someone
Brewing
cutting
coffee.
grass. I mean, it's a very
You know,
mild odor that I would doubt anyone would be able to detect.
And I guess the question would be, just to lay back to staff, is that what are the issues, if any, of odor emissions? And third, more by reading than direct knowledge, are there any carcinogen issues with the roasting of the coffee beans?
No, there's been numerous studies on roasted coffee. The only things that have ever come back from those studies is that the only people that pose any danger in coffee roasting as far as carcinogens go or anything like that are people who work in, massive production companies. So we're talking a roaster 10, 20, 30 times bigger than what we're doing. So for the scale that we're doing it at, there's no risk to anyone in or outside of the facility while roasting.
Any other questions from the commission? Go ahead, John.
Just because we have you here, and just to clarify, you guys have zero intention of selling to the public. This is just going to be the ordering and shipping out. You're not going to have walk-in business?
No, we won't have walk-in business.
Okay.
Yeah, there won't be a storefront associated with it.
We have associations with some of the local cafes, and if we sell walk-in business, it'll be through
Right.
them.
Any other questions for the petitioners? All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Anyone else here to speak to this item today? Going once? Twice? All right, public comment is closed. Back to the commission.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded. David's got a comment or question?
Yeah, question to staff. While we may not anticipate, or there may not be indeed a odor issue, how is that addressed, or in ordinance, or?
We don't really deal with smells, so I don't, trying to look up something. We don't have an ordinance, it's not in the zoning ordinance.
Okay.
No, it's a conditional use, so you could, trying to think of what condition you would put on here. I can't think of anything offhand. Mark, got anything? This is,
So don't, huh?
It's mild.
Well, mild to one person, maybe not mild to somebody else.
It's probably,
I just want to raise the issue,
No,
and how we address, what if, or,
I would say we more than likely would want to regulate through the public nuisance ordinance,
Okay.
what is noxious. In terms of the venting question you asked, the owner of the building has already submitted plans to inspection division for review for the requirements for any venting. So I know Mr. Zarate and his folks are working on that.
the reason, it's the same argument, same discussion we hear about, you can smell Burger King,
no, I'm not, just
No,
in case a situation arises.
No, you're right.
This is more, so that was the genesis.
Okay. Any other questions, thoughts? Seeing none, let's call the roll.
Robert Weigert,
Aye.
Thomas Perry,
Aye.
Andrew Mott,
Aye.
Kathleen Pratt,
Aye.
David Borsick,
Aye.
Michael Ford,
Aye.
John Hintz,
Aye.
Tom Foytek.
Aye.
Motion carried 8-0.
All right, we have a lot of workshop stuff tonight, but we have to adjourn this meeting first.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Business meeting's over, on to workshop.